Hello again. So I made a video about these people before, but in a connection to other topics. And I mentioned in this video, I think, or was it in a comment with him that I made in reply to someone else, that they should go into politics, but because making these videos, they won't achieve anything. Now they have 450,000 followers. So how much money did they get? And also in because I think they're not monetized on YouTube. They will get money by subscriptions, people paying them. How much is that? And there are 3 people here who are talking between themselves. Why? Why not one person? But they can of course afford to have 3 people here. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 3 people here. They're not going to be people who are working for free. That's only very rarely happens. In any case, they're talking among themselves. Okay, not interesting, not useful. Why not have one guy making videos, one guy doing analysis who's good at that? Because they don't have such people who do the good analysis. Their analysis is not good enough. And one guy, for example, who does interfacing with the politicians, showing, for example, we wrote this, we analyzed this doesn't work because, and then talk to politicians and see what they can achieve. I think that will be much, much better. And report on that and see what they try to achieve. Make a video on what they try to achieve with this and that politician and how it went. I think in the USA it's similar, although they're doing it slightly better. That was, for example, with his films. I think they have more influence in the USA, despite that the problem there is bigger. But of course now they got the big advantage of Trump getting elected, who does not like all the woke shit. What I wonder is why they don't have or had in advance a stronger connection with Trump, or try to get that, to get themselves in stronger position, but also him in stronger position. I don't know why, but okay. Let's listen to this, and this doesn't make any sense at all. This is about Ukraine and just,
Things far easier for the people living in Britain. Now, Donald Trump has said, I'm going to end the Ukrainian war on day one. Presumably, Trump's going to get in the White House, he's going to pick up the phone, say, Vladimir, knock it the hell off, or else.
Yeah, and that's not going to work. And I think Trump saying I will end it in one day is more like what I say about some people. I say something about a psychopath. It is not really always the case, but he's a very antisocial person, for example. And Trump is the same, almost certainly, and it's normal for everyone. You say this and you don't mean it exactly like that, but you mean it strongly, that you will do something about it. You will take strong action. What's the strong action going to be? Well, you give him a threat. If nothing happens, you give either the Ukrainians a lot of military support, much more than the very reticent support that has been given, or you just go into the war yourself. And if you then think, yeah, what about other ways? The Ukrainians don't need to stop, and the EU can, and the EU NATO members can supply Ukraine. We will see what happens if USA doesn't do that.
And Putin will go, yeah, I think I might knock it the hell off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You don't understand antisocial people.
Or just go to Zelensky and say, bro, you've lost that bit of land.
Yeah,
Give it up.
Undoubtedly.
Why? Why would you say that? That's antisocial. It's like rewarding a criminal. And there's no need for it. You just should have given support much sooner.
The next call will be Zelensky, just give it up. Right, it's done. We're coming to.
Yeah, and what about the war crimes? What about attacking hospitals, buses with children, civilian infrastructure, and so on and so on? Are you just going to let it go?
It's a fait accompli.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
There's going to be some kind of negotiated settlement that Trump will impose. But no, he's gone to.
No, it's not going to happen. Almost certainly not, because The Ukrainians won't accept it. That's already been made clear, and it's logical. And I think the EU also not going to accept it.
To stay, they say, yep, no, unwavering support. Remember, he pledged another $3 billion.
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes, the British taxpayer will just pour money down this black hole.
Black hole. Yeah, that's absolutely not understanding anything about antisocial people, but also what the consequences are if you let someone like this continue. Same with Hitler. Before World War II, appeasing doesn't work. You need to give him a kick in the nuts. But let's go to the start.
Speaking of the Labour government, let's talk about the most ridiculously dumb things I've ever seen. I know I've been quipping for a while that I would, if I was able, I would make the Labour cabinet sit down and take an IQ test. And I think that the average IQ that I would get out of it is about 95. Now, a lot
Why 95? It's slightly below average.
of people have been saying, "Wow, that's generous."
I was going to say that.
A lot of people have been saying that, but I'm trying to be realistic, right? So I think Keir Starmer's probably about 105 IQ.
Why 105? That's average. That's unlikely. I would say anyone in government in higher position, almost everyone is, unless there are some diversity hire or something, affirmative action, then, and you see that, then they have a higher intelligence than average. Absolutely not 105. But it could be also that he's emotion poor. So IQ is not the same as intelligence, and a lot of people who have a fairly high IQ I consider morons because they can't reason, and it has to do with, for example, being antisocial and other factors.
He's literate. He's capable of understanding English, right? He's able to string a sentence together. He's just not a thinker, right? And it's very, very profoundly evident that Keir Starmer, and from his own words, he's never had a dream. He doesn't have an internal monologue. He doesn't think as a...
Yeah, internal monologue, by the way, is something that not all people have, and it's nothing related to intelligence. And curiously, there's also a difference between people who can actually see pictures in their head and those who can't, or to some degree can. And it has absolutely nothing to do with intelligence. For example, scientists are usually people who do not see pictures in their mind. And that makes sense. You can deduce why that works. So that's it for now. Yeah, I'm not that impressed. I think they should do other things. They should do it a completely different way. And their thoughts about Putin are complete bullshit. They don't know what they're talking about. Next, I will do something about Matt Walsh. I will discuss, finally, although it's already on my website mostly, his film about the gender stuff. What is a woman? It's really not about woman, but it's about the gender stuff going on. And in preparation of that, I will search out an old video that I made last year but didn't upload, but it's about that topic in particular, or strongly related and very important as background information. That's it for now. Bye.